Outrage in New York City after ICE agent in Minneapolis shoots fleeing woman dead. New York elected officials and immigrant advocate groups are reacting with horror and outrage after an ICE agent shot and killed a 37-year-old woman in Minneapolis during an immigration crackdown. Video circulating online appears to show a female driver blocking the path of federal agents on the roadway with her SUV. When one agent attempted to open the door of the vehicle, the driver looked to pull away, leading a second agent to draw their gun and fire. The woman was shot 3 times and died, according to preliminary reports. Oh my God, a voice could be heard screaming off screen. DH officials allege that the unnamed driver attempted to mow down the federal officer with Homeland Security Advisor Stephen Miller and Christine Noem, the Homeland Security Secretary, calling it domestic terrorism without providing any proof to back up such a claim. An ICE officer fearing for his life, the lives of his fellow law enforcement, and the safety of the public fired defensive shots, a statement by DHS read. Minnesota Governor Tim Walz responded on social media by instantly denouncing the official narrative. I've seen the video. Don't believe this propaganda machine. The state will ensure there is a full, fair, and expeditious investigation to ensure accountability and justice, Walz wrote. Meanwhile, New York elected officials are echoing Walz's sentiments. U.S. Representative Dan Goldman, who has been an outspoken critic of ICE tactics in Manhattan's immigration courts, also took to social media to express outrage to Miller. We've done with your gaslighting at Stephen. Even if the officer were run over, it's not domestic terrorism. But as you can see from the path of the car after she was shot, she was trying to drive away. You are inciting untrained thugs to murder Americans. This is on you, Goldman wrote. Mayor Zohran Mamdani addressed the shooting during an unrelated press conference late Wednesday afternoon in which he called it horrific. We know that when ICE agents attack immigrants, they attack every single one of let me read this again. We know that when ICE agents attack immigrants, they attack every single one of us across this country. And this is a city that stands up for immigrants across the 5 boroughs. And I have made it clear to everyone within my city government, and that extends to NYPD, that we are going to uphold our sanctuary city policies, Mamdani said. We are going to adhere to that. That is why one of the 11 executive orders that we signed was to repeal the previous administration's order to allow for collaboration with ICE on Rikers Island. The mayor also pledged not to aid immigration enforcement in any way, including making certain the NYPD does not aid ICE. What we are going to be doing is following the laws that we have set, laws which have kept New Yorkers safe. And we are going to make it clear to each and every person in the city that their rights are. That's why we took the time to make a Know Your Rights video, because it goes back to the earlier questions. The earlier questions. If you don't know of your rights, then how can you be expected to actually use those rights? Mandani said. So we are going to take every opportunity we have to inform New Yorkers of what they already can do. And also to make it clear to our own city government agencies and departments across the board, including NYPD, that we are not here to assist ICE agents in their work. We are here to follow the laws of New York City. That's all I have to say here.